6 hours as to who's going to play and who's going to be part of the scout team and so on. What were some of those decisions that everybody made on the staff?
Well, you mean as far as
running backs?
Running backs. Well, you know, we've done a lot of things with Byron, so you know, he's been kind of playing two different roles, playing running back and wide receiver, and we've got Thomas at the tailback. We'll have Byron, and then there'll be Royce Freeman. Those are going to be the three guys that will probably see most of the playing time in the beginning of the game.
Are you pretty confident as to the talents that you guys have available at that in the 1, 2, 3 position? Given Royce is a Freeman, how confident are you that these guys can produce in a way that turns heads across the nation?
Well, I'm very confident in those guys. As a matter of fact, I'm confident in all of our guys. That the 5 guys that we have there this year are all quality guys. I wouldn't be afraid to put any of them on the field. I think any of them could be a starter at any time during the season. And as you know, it's a long season, and that could easily happen. The 5th guy could end up being the number 1 guy. So I think we probably got the deepest backfield talent-wise as we've had since I've been here.
Was it a tough decision? Was it a no-brainer decision about Royce and having him play this year?
I'd say it was a no-brainer to have him play. I was pretty sure that that was going to happen during the recruiting process. He's an outstanding athlete. I think the only question in my mind was, would he make the transition to college football? And that's been answered for me.
What has he shown you that made it so easy to say, yes, he's made that transition and he's made it look pretty darn good?
Well, he's got great running ability. He has very good vision. He's a strong runner. He's got very good speed. He's a very good open field runner. He can make people miss. He can break tackles. He catches the ball well. He blocks. He's an all-around athlete. He does all those things very well.
Is there anything unique, something that separates, distinguishes Byron, Thomas, and Royce as their own thing? Is there any one characteristic that each of them has that maybe the other does not have?
Well, I think they all obviously are individual players that have their own talents. Byron is an all-around guy who can run great routes. That's why we're going to do some things with him. He has good hands, and he's a smart football player. And I think they're all very smart players. Obviously, Royce coming in as a freshman, learning this offense and excelling in it, has to be a smart football player to pick up this offense that he's really not familiar with. And Thomas has shown that he's a powerful guy, and I think he's probably the fastest guy out of the 3 guys. And he has learned to use his strength and his body size to break tackles. And all 3 of them have really good hands. So they all have some common traits, but they all do things just a little bit different.
What have Byron and Thomas been saying? What have they been doing to try and get everybody else, the rest of this core, ready for South Dakota next week?
Well, I think you know, all of our veterans are very good at helping our younger players along. I was talking to Royce yesterday, and I told him that I thought he did a really good job in fall camp, and he said that he really learned a lot from Byron and Thomas. They helped him along. I could see them coaching him when I was doing something else. They were coaching him along, making sure that he could be the best he could be. You know, they all take this as a team effort, so we all want to be as good as we can be.
What do you need?